That's just holding your bare exposed hands, disgust me.
I think I'm gonna go change my optic.
Microphone muted. Microphone activated.
Do you still have the box?
It's me.
Mike, fix that shit after. Get over here.
Yep.
No, there's somebody else. Alright, there we go. Alright, can you guys all hear me?
Please don't forget to push blue.
Affirm.
Negative.
Affirm. See.
Who said negative? Alright.
That was me, okay, I was just joking. Carry on.
You guys all good with even numbers and shit? And you don't have any fucking odd numbered teams, except maybe 1-4?
Yeah, we're always odd though.
Alright, welcome to this excellent fucking platoon training. So we're going to work on a couple things today. The first of is we're going to do a little bit of work on our break contact maneuvers, because the FTX, not yesterday, but the one before that, we did a raid, and we were a little bit sluggish on the fucking breaking contact. So we're going to start this with doing a break contact drill, but first we're going to talk about it a little bit. So first of all, somebody tell me what breaking contact actually is. What is the purpose? Nobody knows. Sergeant Franklin, send it.
To disengage active contacts and make a tactical withdrawal in any given direction.
Exactly. So we're engaged with the enemy. We want to end up not being engaged with the enemy. We want to remove ourselves from the fight. And guys, when I'm asking you guys these questions, I'm not looking for some specific word salad from a fucking manual. Just answer in your own words if you know the answer. That's all I'm looking for here. So there's roughly 3 things, probably more, but 3 main things that we need to achieve in order to successfully break contact, and those are: we have to break the line of sight from the enemy, we have to break the line of fire, or the enemy's line of fire on us, and those are most of the time, but not always, the same thing. And then the third thing is we have to break the enemy's ability to put IDF on us. So if you think about a situation where we're breaking contact and we've broken line of sight, we've broken line of fire, the enemy still has a pretty good idea of where we're going, because they see our direction of movement. They know roughly how fast we're going, right? Because we're just fucking running, unless we're in vehicles. So if we disappear behind a hill or a ridge line, they still have a pretty good idea of where we're going to be. And they're going to either come after us, or they're going to send a force to try to cut us off, or they're going to put IDF on us. And for that reason, to actually finally break contact with the enemy, we need to break their ability to put IDF on us, which means after we've broken line of sight and broken line of fire, we need to move a good 200 or 300 meters away from that fucking position in whatever direction that makes sense to us and for our mission purposes, to actually have successfully broken contact so that they can't track us anymore. Does it make sense to everybody? All right. So now that we know what breaking contact is and what we actually need to do to break contact, how do we actually break contact then in practical terms? Like, what are we actually doing?
LT.
And it.
We are making sure we have a cover element. The cover element will cover, obviously, as the element in front bounds past them. That element then sets, and you repeat the process. Scale that up for however many groups you have involved.
Right.
Pop
so
smoke if you need it.
Yeah. Sorry for cutting you off there. But yeah, that's correct. So the only answer I was really looking for there is fucking we break contact by fire maneuver. Bounding and peeling is that simple. It's the same exact techniques as any other fire maneuver that we conduct. The only difference is that instead of maneuvering towards the enemy to assault and using smoke to conceal our advance, we are maneuvering away from the enemy to break contact, and we're using smoke to conceal the maneuver. That's literally the only difference, is the direction we're going in relation to the enemy. However, the most important things, and here's where this training, because I'm pretty sure you guys all knew what we just went over, but the most important things and what we struggled with with our break contact maneuver last time out during the raid is the actual speed of the execution. So there are two very important things, or the most important things that we need in order to actually perform properly when we're breaking contact. And the first is knowledge of the order of maneuver. So basically, if we take that raid example, we went in there, we were clearing through that town. We knew it was a raid, so we knew we were going to break contact once the raid objective had been completed. So once we find the objective of whatever it is we're doing, where it's we want to destroy a comms tower or a motor pool or whatever, and Blacksmith starts setting their demo, at that point, usually what we do is we send down an order or the word for the platoon to prepare to break contact. And that order needs to go down from the squad leaders to the team leaders and all the way down to the last rifleman in your fire team. And it's super important so that you guys can posture yourself into a position so that you're actually ready to break contact when the actual order comes. So basically what it means in practical terms is you need to stop pushing forward in whatever terrain we are, whether it's a town or the woodline or whatever. You need to stop pushing forward, minimize your exposure to the enemy so that you minimize the risk or your risk of taking casualties, and then you need to basically stage for the actual break contact. And while that's going on, the squad leaders should be looking at their position relative to each other and the overall position of all the squads relative to the enemy, and figuring out who is going to be maneuvering first and who is going to be covering first. All that shit should be figured out before the actual break contact maneuver order is given on PlatoonNet, so that when that order finally comes, you guys are ready to go and you just execute. And the second most important thing is, or the other most important thing is the actual speed of execution, and this mostly comes from that first point of knowledge of the order of the maneuver and the actual plan of maneuver, so that you guys are ready to go when that order comes. And when that order comes, the elements who is first to maneuver needs to go right away. I don't care if you have a squad in front of you. If you have a decent distance between you and the squad, you can pop smoke at your position and you can run. You need to trust your covering element to do what they need to do to cover your bound, that first bound. Also, if you're wounded, you need to if your legs work and you can move at a decent speed, you need to move, and you can fix yourself at your next position. Are you guys tracking on that? Alright, so too many times what happens is we're when the break contact order comes down the pipe, we're just dilly-dallying there, engaging enemies at 150 meters out instead of moving, and every second we spend in that firefight, the risk increases for us to incur casualties, and that's the most crucial moment, is when you guys, it's your turn to move, and then you take a casualty, and now you're stuck there, trying to treat or trying to drag them out or whatever, and then we're stuck in that place with a possibly overwhelming QRF coming our way. So when that order comes, you guys need to execute. You guys clear on that? All right. So if you guys reference your maps, I'm going to draw out a couple examples here of situations where we might be breaking contact. We'll be, if you guys zoom out all the way, we'll be in the northeast corner. You guys see my little thing here? All right, so this first situation is really easy. So the platoon is online. We have the rifle squads here. 1-4 sections are either in between here or they're with one of these squads doing what they do. We have a forest on our north side. This is not to scale. And we'll say the enemy is here, and the break contact order comes. So one thing I didn't mention this before, so we have two types of breaking contact. So we talked about the raid, in which case we know we're going to be breaking contact. And then the other type is when we have to just break contact as a reaction to an enemy action, or we decide that we don't want to be there anymore and we need to break contact. So that's the other situation where we would break contact. And in that situation, we talked about the we talked about the knowledge of the scheme of maneuver or whatever. It's not really possible in this situation because you have to figure it out on the fly. So this is the one. This is the instance where that needs to happen really quickly. But we'll have this. We have this situation here. So we have the platoon online. We have the forest. We have the enemy down here to our south. And in this instance, when we break contact, does it really matter in what order we bound? Because we want to bound north here. It's pretty clear to everybody, right? We want to bound north and put that forest in between us and the enemy, right?
Well.
So does the order of maneuver matter in this instance?
Yes, LT, because you're going to want to maximize your covering element. Their field of fire.
Right. But all things being equal between the squads here, we'll say the fucking weapon sections are with 1-1 and 1-3 here. How would we bound up to the forest here in this situation?
LT, I'd keep 1-1 and 1-3 where they are. Move 1-2 north. Have them set. Have 1-1 and 1-3 move back together. Repeat.
All right. Yeah, that would probably work. In all fairness, it doesn't really matter. The weapon sections tend to be where they need to be. Like you could do this. It doesn't really. What you're looking for when you're trying to decide how you maneuver up and bound up is when you do the bound, you want to end up in a position where you're not being masked by your friendly enemies. Sorry, your friendly fucking enemies. Jesus, your friendly elements from the enemy. So if the enemy is here, for example, and 1-2 is the first to bound, they can't cover 1-1 because 1-1 is in the way, right? That makes sense to you guys?
Well.
So that's the kind of shit that you guys need to keep in mind. That's what I meant when I talked about, like, look at your positions relative to each other and then also your positions relative to the enemy. So in this instance, it doesn't really, like, if 1-1 moves, depending on how wide this enemy element is, you know, they might still be able to put fire on. But 1-3 is here, so, you know, 1-2 can move, or 1-3 can move and 1-2 can move last or whatever. It just depends on that kind of shit, right? So that's kind of the easiest situation, but let's switch it up a little bit. Same situation, but we have a, oh sorry, I didn't draw this in a different fucking, we have a fucking hill here. Again, it's not to scale. It's a fucking ridge line, whatever. That's amazing. So in this instance, how would we break contact?
Lieutenant?
Yes, and it.
By peeling elements from the furthest most position back behind the covering elements behind the hill.
Roger. So who moves first?
1-3 would start to peel behind the ridge line.
1-3 peels are exact. Depending on distance, they would, you know, we would do fucking this and then this and then this and so on and so forth, right?
If it's so.
All right. So that's also correct. So these are pretty easy fucking situations, but let's switch it up here now. So the squads are still online, but now I don't know how to fucking draw a town, but let's say this is a fucking town. It goes something like this. Okay, those are blocks of buildings. Right. So we're roughly like this. Enemy still coming from the south. How would we break contact? Does anybody want to take a guess?
Would you bound from street to street?
All right. Well, I'm looking for in terms of, like, would we bound by squads, by fire teams? What would we be doing?
Assuming that there's buildings in between the roads here, it would be individual fire teams, right?
Exactly. So yes. So you want to assume there's buildings in between all these roads. So the one other thing, or not one other thing, but one of the biggest factors you also need to take into consideration is your ability to mutually support. So if we have the platoon in a town roughly on line like this, There's buildings all around us. You cannot see the other squad. If you cannot see the other squad, can you support them?
No LT.
Exactly. If you don't have a line of sight, you don't have a line of fire on the enemy that they're engaged with directly, you cannot support them. So in this instance, when the break contact order comes down, you guys need to be ready to break contact all squads simultaneously, and you bond by whatever element makes sense to you. So it, either by fire teams, could be even fucking by body teams within the fire teams. So you would be, all squads would be moving up at the same time. So it's pretty simple stuff. So terrain and your ability to mutually support decides how you maneuver, like by what elements you actually maneuver. So here's a question for you guys: if you guys are bonding by squads, let's say the situation allows for that, you're bonding by squads. Should you still bond by fire teams? Or is that still a feasible tactic that you guys should or could use? If you are the element maneuvering at that instant and the other squads are covering you, are you still bonding by fire teams?
Negative LT.
Why not?
It's going to slow your movement and keep you from getting to your SBF in time or efficiently.
Roger. Are there reasons why you would want to bond by fire teams in that situation?
Absolutely LT with the new, or with our stamina being what it is, it could actually lead to moving quicker.
Right. So, whether or not, I'm not going to dictate to you whether or not you need to do this, but it's up to you guys as squad leaders and team leaders to figure out if that's necessary for you to do. So there are times when the element who's maneuvering is at an angle where the covering element may not see all of the angles that they're exposed to. Like, if you're the squad and you're like 200 meters away, 150 meters away, you're covering, let's say 1-1 is down there at the bottom of a hill or whatever, you might have some structures between you. You see most of the enemy elements, but there are areas that 1-1 is exposed to that you cannot cover. So in those instances, it's often very much advisable that that 1-1 would in that instance bound by whatever element makes sense to them. So probably fire teams in that instance, especially for the first few bounds. It depends on the distance to the enemy as well, like if you're taking accurate fire or not, and what your smoke capabilities are like, all that kind of shit. But just keep in mind that the option is there. Just because you're bonding by squads, it doesn't mean that you don't need to also, in some instances, bond by fire teams as well. This is the same thing as if we're assaulting and you have a supporting element up on a hill, and the assault element is moving up the flank and they're in a tree line, the supporting element might not be able to cover everything on the far side of the whatever tree line or whatever, and then as the assault element moves up, there might be a checkpoint in an intersection or whatever. That assault element, it's often a good idea for them to do their local fire maneuver at their level within their squad, so that they can move up safely. Does that make sense to you guys?
Cool.
Cool.
All right, so that's all she wrote for this fucking sand table for this fucking break contact. What we're gonna do now is we're gonna do one break contact sort of drill. We might do it again if we really have to, but I'm counting on you guys being fucking excellent. All right, so behind me is a pole. So each squad will go to their designated location. So there's a location marked for each squad. You guys will be in an open field at different positions as far as squads. There's going to be a tree line to your northwest. That's the direction of the enemy. So when you get to the other side, get on line, face that tree line, and then stand by. I will be on platoon net. I will give you a prepare to break contact order. We'll send enemies at you, so fucking lock and low when you get out there. And then once the firefight starts, you're going to wait for my break contact order, you're going to wait for me saying prepare to Havoc 1, prepare to break contact. I will give you a direction. And then as soon as you have that, you pass it down all the way down. to your fire team level, and then squad leaders start coordinating your shit, your scheme of maneuver, and then I will give you a break contact order, and then you guys will execute. You guys clear?
Confirm.
All right. Proceed through at your discretion, lock and load, and squad leaders, let me know on Platoon net when you guys are ready.
Roger.
I'll have road check over.
Alpha's on point. Copy.
Alright, so I'm push through.
Bravo, let me know when you're ready.
Push through.
Alright, Bravo, let me know when you're ready.
Either green.
Cruiser's green. Alright, go ahead, step through.
Snow popping. Good to go?
Plays on the ground.
I'm covering south.
Watching north.
Got west.
Bravo's got east.
I'm gonna assume we're either retrograding north or south.
1-2, this is Bravo.
North is the shorter distance, we better cover.
Can you tell us where we are from the other elements?
1-6, this is Mike.
We got 1-3 to our east.
Friendly movement east.
And we have 1-1 to our southeast.
That must be 1-1 I see then. Oh, I tally 1-1. 200 meters.
Roger, looks like we're the end of the line.
Yeah, 1-1's bearing 130, about 200 meters.
Yeah, it looks like we are the end of the line. Our friendly elements are to our east, east and southeast.
Copy, I'm shifting to west.
Hey, firm. Yeah, it looks like our closest bound on our side is actually to the south.
Okay, crossing.
Yeah, we got a shed and some rocks and some trees. Probably about 150 meters away.
Actually, those rocks to the far south are 156 meters.
Copy. Where are the enemy?
Good question. I'm gonna say they're either coming from the north or the south, one of the way.
We get from this to our south, so I'm covering west. I'm gonna assume they're coming northeast because the line's kind of facing that direction.
It's probably a safe bet. But be prepared. As long as someone's holding security on the other side. Alright, I'll be over on the south side just in case. Yeah, we got a bunch of buildings to our northwest, so.
Range to a rock at the tree line at 015 is 225 meters.
Copy. Roger. Range to the closest building in the town is a tree 80 meters. Or thereabout.
Do we have a grid in our current position, just so I can get train association?
Yes, grid reference 016045.
Copy.
1-2, this is Bravo. Can you remind me the plan for our withdrawal?
Eyes on contact coming in. Bearing is 344, 100 meters in closing.
Contact, for movement, bearing 344.
Yep, platoon size element coming in.
not sure exactly the distance. They're going to be moving west and then south, so beware, keep an eye out, properly PID.
Roger. Copy. Eyes on friendlies out in the field. Hot enemy forces in the white smoke area. Bearing basically 010.
Roger, eyes on. I'm seeing a few directs north as well in the tree line. Looks like they're moving west.
Got movement in the tree line 335 and the tree line far.
Yeah, I tally they're moving right to left. Yeah, they're using that cover that I can't get a good beat on them.
1-2, this is Bravo.
I have 500 yards to one of those rocks over there, whoever has the DMR.
It's Cruder. Thanks for the range, by the way. Oh shit, squad size element just popped up in the open over there. Over that ridge line.
Bearing, direction, bearing.
Bearing 0. No joy.
Roger.
600 meters.
Squad size element referencing the red tentacle in the open, just on the other side of it.
That tree line is 430 meters.
NG reloading. We are up. Three, 5, troops in the field, or not in the field, in the forest. Is it 355? Yeah, from it. Right, fire team.
Oh, that was close.
Yeah, they're deep in forest. Yeah, they're still maneuvering around the back until that slope I just saw one's head. Yeah, 005 behind the rocks, point peekaboo.
Falling back.
He's dead now.
Roger. Are we going to be moving? Are we going to be pounding again? Roger.
Alright, folks. 1, 3, and 1, 1 have pulled back direct south and are east. Stand by for movement. We're going to be bounding again.
Copy. Copy. Reference white smoke bearing 115. Correction, 015. Enemy forces there. The rocks to the right of the tentacle, there are still enemy infantry crawling. Yep. DMR is reloading.
BTR! Got a BTR.
Distance and direction?
Stand by. Bearing 345. 500 yards.
Left of the red tentacle behind the hay bale. Eyes on it. In front of 1-2.
Miss.
Be advised, 1-4's shot missed. Short. It's moving, it's pulling forward.
Give me a new range.
Yeah, well, they got hit it, they hit it. Still mobile and active.
Clear back last.
I think you're out of range. I think you're out of range.
It's got eyes on us. Wow, 1-4 freaking whipped again. It's this one. Decrude. It's cooking, it's on fire.
Roger.
the rocks to the right.
Troops out in the open in the field. 300.
Hey, team, are you going to want to knock out that technical?
Hey, folks, keep it up. We're waiting on 1-1 to finish their movement right now.
Copy, I'm at half my ammo.
Roger, make sure we're staying at a today's rate.
Roger, I can't tell if I'm hitting the gun on the technical or not. Yeah, just put it in engine block.
How many bags do you want, Keys?
One time's crewman running left to right in the trees. Fire
How many?
size elements still over there, right of the gun
I
truck.
can't hear you.
Give me whatever you understood.
Whatever I got, copy. Are you on yelling?
Yeah, I'm on yelling now.
Okay, 2 in your bag.
Thank you. 15 in the rocks.
Hey, Grenadier, I want some more smokes out on that tree line. It's going to move now.
Yeah, we're reloading.
Where do you want to smoke at?
We are going to move south.
RPG just fired on us.
Roger. Alright, get those smokes out now.
Where do you want the smoke at?
Tree line.
Copy, it's a little far, but close.
On our west side. Alright, 1-2. Let's pick up. Move south.
Moving.
Copy, I took some rounds. I don't know where from.
We have contacts on our west side. 1-2, this is Bravo. We have contacts.
Check that,
approaching from the west side.
1-2, this is
Yeah,
Bravo.
good consuming. Definitely here.
Flanking us on the west side. Moving south, looking for the French line now.
How you doing, Kruger?
I need to
Everyone
catch my
check
breath.
Guys, we have enemy infantry to our direct northwest in the open. Move, Kruger.
Keep moving.
I need to catch my breath. I need to catch my breath.
You timed that
Alright,
really
everyone.
close. I know.
Breath.
You want us to cross this field too?
Stand by. Stand by. Hold here while we catch our breath. We'll pop smoke across. Let's put some suppressive fire on these contacts of this west-northwest.
Copy, reloading.
Moving to a rock.
1-2, we're catching our breath. Plus the fire.
Alright, on the left side, throw some smoke.
Smoke out left.
Smoke out.
No wind, no wind.
Smoke out.
Green smoke for
Alright, pick up, move. Move south.
Moving. Friendly forces to our front.
Roger.
1-2 is Bravo, we're moving out.
Go for these rocks that are right here.
Hey, firm.
We got friendly elements. Here, we're going to have to hold up again.
Off on your left, on your left.
1-2, check in.
RPG left
Alright,
side.
cover. 1-2, moving
Be
across.
advised, enemy in the tree line far across the way, northwest.
Eyes on. Range of those contacts is 6, 8, 5 meters.
005 at Rock's left,
We
enemy
contact
behind it.
from the northwest. Over. Negative, rep for the rest of the unit. Over.
Be advised, seeing enemy infantry in the building to the far north-northwest.
Don't spend all your ammo. Suppressive fire.
Bravo, behind the rock that's in that tree line that we left, there's 1 times the enemy.
Roger, hit him if you can.
He's ducked behind the rock. He ain't popping his head back up.
Heel south.
Yeah, I need a 41 back to lodge him.
Behind?
Would you oblige?
We're at.
All right, folks, we have 1-1 just behind us. We are moving south. Times now.
That rock, right over there. Maybe put a 40 right behind it. There's a
Hey,
guy.
folks, leave them. Let's go.
Everyone move south now.
Copy.
40 out. Everybody check
That
in.
was an RPG.
We're just gonna go through the because we're getting shot at by a lot.
Rocket propel grenades.
Go to a walk. Not gonna be forced to it.
Get a chance to go through it. I think I can let you know.
RPG?
The same with Kruger.
Over here to the south here.
Kruger, stay here.
I'm staying with Soren. Yeah, me and Claire are stopping for a moment. Copy, I'm gonna set up on this hill. Alright, I'm good.
Okay, moving.
Hey, hold.
Don't run, don't run, don't run.
I'm gonna get to a higher elevation.
Yeah, hey, firm, use this hill.
Yep, set up.
Soren,
ready.
stay there. You need to catch your breath.
Copy.
Get behind this rock.
Set and able to cover.
Bravo actual.
Copy. Hey, folks, 1-1 is to our northwest.
Okay, folks, 1-1 is to our northwest. They are popping smoke, and they are bounding towards us now.
Yeah, eyes on them. Are they going to bound past us?
I believe they're gonna get in line with us.
Copy. I got eyes on friendlies coming 331 directly in our line here. Reference.
Yeah, watch out. We got friendlies on the right side and the left side.
Got friendlies right there too. Yeah, we're not in any way able to cover them while they're crossing in front of us like that.
Hey, firm.
1-2, we're not able to cover from here with them bounding in front of us, but we're all set to move.
1-2 copy. We're online now with 1-1 and 1-3-1-4 is about online with us all.
I feel like we can just turn and go.
Yeah, we're pretty much just,
we're pretty well disengaged at the moment.
Bravo copies.
what we need now is an ORP.
Have friendlies behind us. 093, about 200 as well.
A firm. We're supposed to be online with everyone, so if someone's moving it, I'm unaware of it.
We got friendlies on our left as well, digging in.
Index.
Condition 4.
Was that a question?
Condition 4. I was told index, so condition 4.
Good job tonight.
North to the tree line.
Yeah, I don't think that's everything.
Everyone move north to the tree line. We're meeting LT there.
Condition 4. Yeah. Put on safe, condition 4.
Condition 4 is unload, but okay.
I got green smoke. Due north.
I just get used to condition 4.
Roger. Well, I'm there. I'm just. Oh, I'm glad I burned.
Should have taken that shot at that BTR.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Thought I could have hit it.
It was 600 meter shot the other night, and Captain ripped his ass. We were like, it's 600 meters. Oh, I could fire it. Nope, whiff.
I mean, it was 500. A little
That's
over.
still. That thing goes out to what, 450?
400.
Yeah. Fuck fucking sucking wind.
Well, luckily, just right here is where I have to catch my breath.
Yeah, same here.
Safeties, people, safeties.
Oh shit!
Safety diffusion, go condition 4.
Thank you, Mike.
Mike, can you give everyone a once-over for bruises and stuff?
Hey, thanks, Mike.
I guess.
Oh god, my asthma.
Can you guys hear me?
Abram.
So how did you guys think you did? Or how did it feel to you is the question I wanted to ask, actually.
Lieutenant, it felt very textbook, but also a bit slow, in my opinion. So.
Okay. Roger. Anybody else?
Agreed, LT. Could have been a little faster. I think overall, but I don't think anybody specifically, just overall.
Roger. So I'd agree with that. The initial, so I don't know if I was unclear or whatever, but when I pass down the prepare to break contact order, that means you guys start talking to each other, squad leaders. You guys need to figure out, okay, the enemy's here, who should move first? Like, okay, 1-2, you're gonna bomb up first. 1-3 and 1-4 recover, and so on and so forth. Like that needed to start happening right away. I kind of need to remind you of it, and then you start doing it. Let's keep that in mind. The initial maneuvers, the issue that I noticed was really that you guys were initially a little bit sluggish on your maneuvering and set calls. So when you guys were when the maneuvering calls tended to come out, but then it took a while for you guys to be like, hey, this is whatever squad, we are set, go ahead and maneuver. So those things need to come fucking rapid. Like as soon as your squad is about set, go ahead and send that set call, because these maneuvers need to be initiated like really fast. That's kind of the point here. I saw some really good things. I saw the initial. So if you guys reference your maps, I have this field here. I'm circling this field, I think. So the initial thing that I saw was 1-2 bond. They made their bound back to this tree line, which was great. And then the next maneuver was one was already back here. They were online. Then I kind of missed 1-4's initial. I think 1-4 had a element maneuver back here somewhere. And then what I saw was 1-3. Let me get to the right fucking. There we go. So 1-3 peeled like this here and then back here. So that was great. So 1-2 was here at that point, and then 1-4 was I think here somewhere. 1-4, did you have both your sections together at this point, or where were you?
At that point, yes.
Roger. So the next bound I think was 1-1 back to the tree line. Am I correct?
Affirm.
Roger. And then 1-2 and 1-3 and 1-4 sort of start their maneuvers together, and this is sort of where you guys started to get into your stride as far as the comms. Those set calls started coming in much more rapidly, and I was happy to hear that. So 1-2 started, or they were about to start their next maneuver. There was an enemy force coming down this tree line, and then like so. And so 1-2 called that up. That was great, and what I really loved seeing was 1-1's fucking switch. So you guys shifted. You guys recognized that you couldn't cover 1-2 because you had, well, this tree line or clump of trees was in the way, but also 1-2 was in those clump of trees, so you can't fire through it, and then you guys fucking shifted. That was an excellent fucking call for you guys to be able to put fire out into this field. and then 1-2 was able to make their bound first here, and then they ended up in this tree line. The enemy got pretty close some here. Sergeant Riley was the last one out. Sergeant Riley, are you black on smoke?
Not quite, but definitely red.
Roger. As close as you were to those enemies in that situation, really wanted to see you fucking pop smoke before you turned your back on them and left that clump of trees. So keep that in mind for the future. And then you guys asked how far I wanted you guys to go. Remember, it's a break contact maneuver, so you maneuver until you break contact, right? So that means the enemy is not putting fire on you anymore. They'll continue fucking sending pot shots like forever, basically. But if they're not accurate and they're just going wherever, then you guys can consider yourselves having broken contact. But really, all in all, it was very good, apart from the initial sort of comms thing that I mentioned. Oh yeah, 1-4 and 1-3 ended up down here. But yeah, so good job. So that concludes our fucking break contact exercise, and we'll move on to the meat and potatoes of this actual platoon training. Well, before we do, Dr. Rogers, can we get a second box here so we don't have to have everybody in the same one? Alright, 1-1 and 1-2, go ahead and fucking resupply from that box, and then 1-4 and 1-3 when the second box gets here, go ahead and resupply. And then we'll brief for the next portion of the strain.
Alpha, give me 400 rounds in your backpack.
Oh.
So what? Give me 400 rounds in your backpack. Yeah, and then you can go and resupply.
1-3, go ahead and resupply the box.
Right. Go ahead.
You gave me your partial.
Okay. No, I didn't. I clicked full ones.
Please don't forget
That's alright. Don't worry. Just go get your.
Really, we should wait around.
Screwed, I'm good. I'm making my way back to you guys.
He's doing great, thing. LT, can we get a transport for Sergeant Keys?
I'm really proud of you.
Yeah, right.
I'll see you coming to your own.
Keys, we're getting you a teleport.
Everyone besides Keys is all set.
Nope. Thank you.
Cruiser's good. I'm all set.
Copy that, I'll say anything. One's good to go.
Sound off, guys.
Clay, you lost your blue tape.
Yeah,
I know.
I push blue.
Ready to go.
You carrying mix?
Clay, you're all good?
Yep, I'm good.
If you want.
Carrying some mix.
Hey, Key. Yep.
1-2, this is Bravo. We are all set, just waiting on Keys to reattach.
I'm here. Hello.
Oh, you're all set. Very cool. Disregard, we are all set.
Did you guys grab more ammo for me?
Yes.
I'm gonna need it.
Hi.
You gonna give me?
I was CLS.
Rally back up on the LT.
If you're good, just rally back up.
Just rally up.
I was CLS.
Hey, rally up on 1T.
1-2, are you all set?
Rally on who?
I think it was short of 500. I think it was 4 something.
Hunters all here, over.
Can you guys still hear me?
Affirm.
Right, cool. So I'll try to make this as short as I can, where we want to get to the exercise and not have this shit go over to the 3-hour limit. But so today we are going to be working on our use of the mission command leadership approach within the platoon. That's also known as decentralized command, but the Army actually calls it mission command. So that's going to be what I'm going to be referring it to as whatever from now on. So mission command is something we've lived and breathed in Havoc 1 for the last like 4 years. It's always been something that we've kind of had abstract in the background. Basically, whenever I've had a new leader in whatever element I've been in, whether it's a new team leader back in the days in 1-1 or now a squad leader, I basically talk to them about how we approach leadership in a platoon and how we run during operations as far as giving and carrying out orders, use of initiative, etc. but I figured it would be a good idea to bring it more to the forefront and actively actually work on it so that we can all have a shared understanding of not only what mission command is, but also what we expect from our squad leaders and team leaders in a platoon, and also what you guys can expect from platoon HQ and even higher. So basically, mission command, if I'm going to sum it up in one sentence, it's basically mission command is leaders giving clear guidance and empowering their subordinates to take the initiative to act to achieve the commander's intent. So I'll say that again. Mission command is leaders giving clear guidance and empowering their subordinates to take the initiative to act to achieve the commander's intent. So there's basically 3 things there that I want to break down for you guys, and then we'll get off to the races. And those 3 things are, leaders giving clear guidance, empowering their subordinates, and then subordinates taking initiative to act, and then acting to achieve the commander's intent, finally. So the first part is, like I said, it's clear guidance and empowering subordinates. So we're talking about empowering our subordinates. How do we do that? We basically do that by delegating authority downward. So I would delegate authority down to the squad leaders, and the squad leaders would then delegate authority down to their team leaders. And then we also pull risk up to our level. So squad leaders would pull risk up from their team leaders to themselves, and I would then pull it up from the squad leaders to myself. And I'll explain in a little bit more detail what that means later, but that should suffice for now. So basically, we delegate authority down, and we pull risk up. And the way we do that in practical terms, as far as what we do in the field, is by giving clear guidance in the form of orders that express the purpose of the task instead of how you accomplish it. So again, you give orders that express the purpose of the task instead of how you want them to accomplish it. This in turn gives your subordinates the latitude to do what they need to do in their unique situation to accomplish the task. So basically, an example order would be 1-1, move east and assault the checkpoint at grid so-and-so and set up a blocking position to the north, right? That's simple. There's 2 things there. The task, which is assault the checkpoint at this location, and then the purpose, which is to set up the blocking position towards the north so enemies from the north can't affect the task force beyond 1-1's position. So that's basically the example. And this is the first thing I will be listening for during this exercise when we go do it. Is I want to hear orders in that format. I don't want to hear you guys micromanaging your guys and telling them, hey, go here, move to this tree line, push east, get online, bound here, go to that house, do this and that. Like that shit is the purview of your team leaders. And that is where the initiative comes in. So that takes care of that first bit. So the next bit is taking the initiative to act. And this is sort of the where most of the content is. So our subordinate leaders, so that would be the team leaders at the squad level and the squad leaders at the platoon level. But our subordinate leaders, they have a much better understanding of what's happening in the fight at their position than their superiors do. So that's true at the squad level. It's especially true at the platoon level, and it's especially true if you compare to what, let's say, 1-1 Alpha's team leader knows about his situation and what I know about his situation, right? Because no matter how much information you send up the chain to me, if I'm not physically there looking at what he's looking at, I don't know what he knows, right? Does that make sense to you guys? Right, so as a leader, I can only be in one place at a time, and just the law of math says chances are I'm not going to be where you are looking at what you're looking at. So the same is to a little bit or slightly lesser extent, but it's still true for your squad leader. So your squad leader tends to be with one of the fire teams, and if Sergeant Franklin is with his Bravo team, he doesn't know what Sergeant Baker knows about Alpha's situation because he's not there looking at it. So he's closer, so he has better understanding, and he can move between the teams, but he's still a delayed reaction there. So basically, for that reason, our subordinate leaders are basically always much more likely to react appropriately to anything that happens at their end of the fight. So any opportunities, any unforeseen events, any new threats that happen, these guys, the team leaders especially, are often in the most in the best possible place to react appropriately to it. So if I was running this platoon in a super direct control kind of way, and I had my puppeteer hands into everything that you guys are doing, and I was requiring you guys to ask for clearance or clear everything you want to do with me, we would just be ineffective. It just doesn't work. And for that reason, leaders at all levels are not only permitted, but you guys are actually required to take the initiative to act, to accomplish your task, and also to improve your situation. You guys with me so far? Alright, so what does that actually mean? So there tends to be two sort of situations where we kind of live in during our operations and missions. So we're either acting with orders or we're acting without orders. So acting with orders, that goes to what I was already talking about. So you have your task and your purpose, you got your order from your superior leader, and you're acting to accomplish that. So let's say we take that order that I gave to 1-1 about pushing to that checkpoint. So Sergeant Franklin passes it down to his team leaders. He's like, hey, 1-1 heads up, we are pushing east to assault this checkpoint to set up a blocking position. So at that point, the initiative starts with the team leaders not waiting to be told what to do, first of all, but you guys start coordinating right away what you're going to be doing. So usually that starts with the team who is furthest in the movement direction. We'll just call, hey, let's say that's Alpha. It'll be like, Alpha is Bravo. We're gonna take point. We're moving. Where's Carmike? Or it could be Bravo taking initiative and being like, Alpha, you're closer. Go ahead and take point. We'll take the rear. And then the squad is on their way. And then you got the point team will take the initiative to pathfind and find the best possible route. Again, that's on the guy who's actually on point and on that team leader. And then once you get close to the objective, you coordinate the assault, you conduct the assault, and then when that checkpoint is under your control, the rest of the squad, because you probably have a base of fire element outside, so you pull the rest of the squad in, and those team leaders are already starting to automatically set up that blocking position because they know that that's the ultimate intent for that action. For that action at that portion of the mission. Is that all making sense to you guys? Alright, so then we have the second bit, which is acting without orders, and this is the thing that tends to be a little bit harder for people, or some people. And what that basically means is, in the absence of orders, let's say your squad is out there doing something, you're engaged, something happens that you have to react to, like there's an opportunity you see, or there's a new threat or whatever. What you need to do in that situation is basically take the initiative to exploit those opportunities and react to those threats. And that's pretty much it. That's as simple as I can make it. But a lot of people are not comfortable necessarily with doing that unless they have specific orders to do stuff. So then they do stuff like they request permission and stuff like that. But if I give you an example here, let's say we'll use 1-1 again. So 1-1 is engaged. 1-1 Alpha team leader sees the opportunity to maneuver on the enemy. So what does he do at this point? He doesn't have an order to maneuver, so does he just sit there and do nothing?
Negative LT.
Negative.
Right, so does he call his squad leader and request permission?
Negative LT.
Alright, good. So that's no to both of those questions. What he does is he acts on that opportunity, and then he informs his squad leader about what he's doing and the other team so that they can properly support him. Another example, so we have 1-4 Delta, that they spot an armor threat that's about to be in a position to engage the task force with a autocannon. Does Corporal Perkinson request permission to maneuver up on that thing and take it out?
Negative.
Nope. He goes and does it, and he tells his squad leader what he's doing. That's basically the essence of it. Basically, what I'm trying to get at is if, again, we go back to a sort of direct control situation where I was requiring you to clear everything either through your squad leader or even through Platoon HQ, and fucking Sergeant Baker requests clearance to maneuver on that enemy, and Sergeant Franklin sends it back up or further up to me, and then I say yes, and then he relays that to fucking Sergeant Baker, and then they fucking that opportunity is gone by that time. Like, by the time that shit goes up and down the chain, that opportunity is gone, or it's too late to react properly to that threat, and you guys are getting fucking wasted. Requesting permission to do something you know needs to be done is a fucking waste of time, guys. That's kind of the ultimate point I wanted to make. I don't expect you to do it. I don't want you to do it. The unit does not expect you to do it. Is that making sense to you guys?
Sure.
Affirm.
All right, good to hear. All right, so the last thing, acting to achieve commander's intent. So when we're talking about commander's intent, what are we actually talking about? Does anybody want to take a stab at it? Anybody? Nobody? All right.
Sure.
Who stood up there? Rod Phillips?
Yes, sir. The commander's intent is the mission that's laid out beforehand, before the mission even starts.
Right. That's pretty much it. So it's so it's basically a clear and concise expression of the purpose and the purpose of the operation and the desired end state. So it's the purpose of the operation and the desired end state. That's basically it. It's nothing more complicated than that. So again, it goes back to what we talked about before when I was talking about issuing orders. So it's task and purpose basically. Where do you guys think, any of us here, what is the first point or place where we get eyes or we find out what the commander's intent is for our upcoming mission?
The abort, sir.
Upboard, anybody else?
Warno.
Warno, there we go. It's the Warno. So the Warno has the commander intent very succinctly, like 1 or 2 sentences. And in theory, we should be able to take the Warno and nothing but the Warno, and we should be able to drop into an AO and just complete the fucking mission. Like, we should not need anything else than that. What tends to happen is, or what happens is, the Warno, the section leaders go to the planning meeting, and the task force commander will then add some things to what the Warno lays out. So he'll be like, hey, let's do LZ here or dismount point here, and he'll have a general direction of advance for us to assault the AO. And that's pretty much it. That's the commander's intent. And then for myself and Sergeant Morris, the start of our use of initiative to accomplish the commander's intent starts when we start figuring out what the op-board is. So we start planning the initial fucking thing, and we develop it into the op-board then, and that's what you guys see before we brief. So just don't confuse the actual plan that's in the execution section of the op-board. That's not the commander's intent. That's basically what we figured out just from map recon and shit like that to be a good starting point for accomplishing the commander's intent. Are you guys tracking?
Affirm.
Alright, so I'm talking about this because understanding the commander's intent is extremely important, and it's extremely powerful because it basically allows us to accomplish the mission in the absence of any other orders or when the mission doesn't go as planned. So, like I said, we could be dropped into an AO without any comms between any of the squads or Platoon HQ, no orders going up or down, no information going up or down. And just by using mission command, we could complete the mission because we know where the finish line is and what it looks like. So if we have a shared understanding of the commander's intent, we can do that. So a good example would be last deployment when we ran into comms jamming and we were having trouble talking to each other, and some squads were completely out of range from Platoon HQ. What allows us to continue to operate and complete the mission is our understanding of the intent. And then you take that intent and you use your initiative and your best judgment to perform actions basically in furtherance of the commander's intent. So, and then if you don't have any comms with anybody else, you'll still know that every other squad will do the same thing. They'll be working towards the commander's intent and towards accomplishing the commander's intent. Does that make sense to you guys? All right, so all actions and decisions that you make out there in the field, they should be aimed at accomplishing the overall commander's intent. So this is where I introduced the word disciplined to the word initiative. So we're talking about disciplined initiative because the commander's intent, it not only lays out the goal of the mission, but at the same time it also gives you the sort of barriers or guidelines within which you can exercise your initiative. So basically what that means is we act as one unit with mutual support instead of separate elements sort of moving roughly in the same direction. So if we're talking about 1-1, 1-1 Alpha is not just running out there and being like, hey, yeah, like taking his fucking team to his own adventures and being like, yeah, I'm using my initiative and whatever. Those two fire teams act as one unit, as a squad, together with the squad leader and the medic with mutual support. So the same situation is true for the platoon. We're not just 4 squads doing whatever the fuck. We are 4 squads working together with mutual support as a fucking platoon. So there needs to be a lot of coordination. It's just that some of you guys, when you see an opportunity to do something for the platoon to improve its situation or the task force to improve the situation, then you just decide, you make the decision to act and you communicate that to your sister elements so that they can support you or maneuver up with you, or whatever it is that needs to get done, gets done. All right, so we talked about the overall commander's intent, but we also have when we give you orders, so we have what's called, or what I call, immediate intent. So if you guys reference your maps real quick, I'll fucking, yeah, I got 1-2 there, so I'll draw it on the top middle. So we have 1-2 here. Let's say this position, are you guys seeing these markers?
Yes. Confirm.
Right, so we have 1-2 here. We have the mission objective here. So this is the commander's intent. Assault this position, take it out. So we as a platoon are working towards that. Let's say the rest of the platoon is online to 1-2 south side. While we're conducting a mission, let's say that. Actually, let me switch this up a little. So this is the overall objective here now. So we're conducting this mission. Let's say underway, Dagger informs us of an enemy position here. So I give 1-2 the order to push here and clear out this position. This then becomes the immediate intent for 1-2. So the overall intent is this, and this is 1-2's immediate intent. Are you guys still tracking me, or am I just fucking not making sense? All right, so when 1-2 issues her team leaders the fucking order to take out this fucking position, that becomes the intent to which 1-2's team leaders are going to be working towards. I don't know why the fuck my voice is breaking, but whatever. So that's what they're doing. So let's say 1-2 moves here, they take out this fucking position, and because I'm busy on platoon net and command net, and Sergeant Morris is fucking sleeping somewhere, and so that position is taken out, and we don't have immediate orders for 1-2, follow-on orders. What is it that 1-2 does in the absence of orders in this situation?
But these set conditions to engage the objective?
Exactly. So in the absence of orders, she still knows what the overall commander's intent is for this mission. She knows where the finish line is and what it looks like. So if she doesn't get any further orders, the automatic reaction is to just continue maneuvering her squad, support the platoon, and get here and take this shit up. So that's basically the overall intent versus the immediate intent. You guys tracking on that? I'm sure you are.
Cool.
So that is the importance of the shared understanding of the intent and complete orders going down the chain. So if I give you another example here, we'll use 1-3 this time. Yeah, there we go. So, where the fuck did I delete that thing? Give me a second. Alright, so Platoon is coming in from this direction. I give 1-3 the order to, actually let me throw some stuff here first real quick. So this is a road. The road forks like this, and these blocks here represent buildings on either side of the road. Alright, so we are coming in from this direction. I issue 1-3 the order. Hey, 1-3, I need you to move to this intersection. Take out this fucking checkpoint. Then wait for 1-2. And then once 1-2 arrives at your position, you're going to Charlie Mike to the main objective and clear this shit out. So 1-3 issues the order to his team leaders, and he says, hey, heads up, we are pushing east to this intersection, and we're going to take out this this fucking checkpoint at this intersection. So they make their maneuvers, they assault the checkpoint, they take it out, and everything is great. But then 1-3's team leaders see that the squad starts taking contact from these buildings here, and they start maneuvering up here into these buildings because they are looking at what's in front of them. They're using their initiative. They're making calls and shit. So they start maneuvering up here to prepare to fucking clear these buildings. And then 1-3 has to pull them back, which pisses everybody off because everybody hates yo-yoing because they need to be going in this direction. So where is the fuck up here? Anybody?
Let's see, I'm not sure there is one.
There definitely is one. Because, yeah, send it.
I'd say the trusting of the team leading initiative to clear the immediate threat and not allowing them to do so would be the fuck up in my opinion, sir.
Roger. Well, that's one of the fuck ups. There's another one. So if we rewind it here, and then, because my order was to 1-3 is push here and take this checkpoint, and then Charlie Mike here once 1-2 takes over that position. So 1-3's order was incomplete to his team leaders. He basically said, hey, push here and take out this fucking thing. And then the team leaders took over from there, and I want to be absolutely clear, in that instance, the team leaders didn't do anything wrong because, like I said, they're doing what they're supposed to be doing and using their initiative. But if 1-3 had issued the complete order and given the complete picture to his team leaders and being like, hey, we're taking this shit, we're waiting for 1-2, and then we're Charlie Mike east to the main objective, then once they come here and they clear this shit out, 1-3's team leaders know that they need to hold this position and stage themselves for the next movement up here. And then 1-2 will come here in the next like 2 minutes, they'll push back and they start doing clearing this shit. And then 1-3 will fucking continue. Are you guys tracking what I'm saying?
Sure.
So what I'm stressing there is the importance of giving the complete orders and the complete picture to your fucking team leaders. And that is an issue that we've been having in the past in the, not only in the platoon, but unit-wide as well. It's just people getting frustrated because they get to a position and they see something that needs to be done, and then they go and do it, and then they get told to pull back because they really should be going in an opposite direction or another direction because another element is coming in to do that fucking thing that they're trying to do, and then everybody's all fucking upset. All right, so if intent is the purpose and the desired end state, then the plan, let's say we take the op board, what we lay out in the op board, the plan is how we plan to accomplish the mission, or how we plan to get to the desired end state. Sorry, fucking words. But my question to you is, out of those two things, which one is more important, the plan or the intent?
The intent, sir.
The intent, sir.
Yes. So basically, if you are ever in a situation, and you will be in this situation where it comes between carrying out the plan as it's laid out and fucking banging your head on against the wall, or deviating from the plan and accomplishing the mission, what do you guys think we should do?
Change the plan, sir.
Exactly. So we follow the plan until it no longer makes sense, and then we fucking trash the plan. The plan is fucking dead to us. I don't want to see you guys be fucking robots and try to like force a venue's approach that we thought looked good on a map and shit like that, and then getting into a bad position because of a fucking line that was drawn on the map. So the fucking plan is not the be-all and end-all. What's important is that commanders and leaders, we rely on you guys to act to meet the intent and not to fucking stick to the plan, especially when it's no longer working. That's the essence of initiative taken, as far as I'm concerned. That's the main thing that should drive your decision making when you're out there. We want you guys to be fluid and agile as fucking leaders, and this even goes down to the fire team level. So fire team leaders generally will have a little bit more direct control of their guys because they're the guys who, the leaders of that element, who will dictate where they go and plan the maneuvers. But if you're like, for example, 1-2 Alpha, and your rifleman up all the way to the left, on the left side of your formation where you can't see, he calls out like, hey, I got a really good approach to this fucking objective. You guys need to trust your guys and allow them to fucking do that shit and be like, yeah, Roger, let's fucking send it. Does that make sense to you guys?
Cool.
Alright, so my last thing is the battlefield is an inherently sort of chaotic and unpredictable place. So no plan survives first contact. The enemy gets a boat. You guys have all heard those sayings, right?
What?
So no plan can account for every possibility, and most plans have to change rapidly to account for change in the situation. So basically, we use mission command precisely because it doesn't attempt to impose perfect order on the chaos. It allows us to do our thing without being dependent on the perfect or ideal conditions. We just sort of accept the chaos and we do our thing in it. And with that being said, do you guys have any questions about anything I just said?
Negative LT.
Alright, thanks for coming to my fucking TED Talk. We are gonna go do an exercise now. We don't have a fucking, there's not like any one single battle drill to specifically work on mission command, so to sort of force you guys into it a little bit, what I'm going to do is I'm going to remove myself from almost entirely from the equation. So I'm not going to be present in the AO, but I'm going to be present on Platoon net. So there are going to be 2 or 3 OBJs that you're going to be completing in sequence, and I'm going to reveal them to you one at a time as you complete them. And how this is going to work is I'm going to give you guys a singular order on Platoon net, and that order constitutes the commander's intent. So it'll be something like move here and do X. The squad leaders will then take that order. You guys will quickly formulate a plan, so like 2 minutes, 3 minutes, and then you're going to carry it out. Once the objective is complete, I'm going to issue the second objective to you guys, and then you guys go and basically do the thing again. Are you guys tracking on that? Alright, so I'm going to be listening to the platoon net, obviously, and I want to hear the squad leads coordinating and working together in mutual support to accomplish these objectives. I'm also going to be listening to you guys' squad nets and team nets randomly. And what I'm listening for is, first of all, the orders that you squad leaders are giving to your team leaders. So remember, I want to hear clear orders giving the task and the purpose, and that's it. The next thing I'm listening for is the team leaders then coordinating together to carry out the orders, and I want to hear you guys taking initiative and acting without waiting to be told specifically what to do. If at any time any of you are unclear what the actual intent is for your element, then you need to ask and find out so that you guys can continue making informed decisions. And that is it for my spiel. Let's see, where's the fucking timer? Alright, so you guys should be resupplied. I will get you a method of transportation. Here.
Microphone activated.
And then you guys are going to go through, and we will start at your discretion. Alright, are you guys all ready to go?
Almost ready.
Alright. Green flag over there. Go to the fucking start here position. And then I will issue your order on Platoon net, and then you guys have like 2 minutes to carry out your, come up with a plan. And then it's up to you.
For the love of God, no one asked him a question.
Hold on, let's go.
Say again. I said for the love of God, no one asked him a question.
Going through.
Where do you want us to go?
Going through.
Alright, we got everyone?
Start here.
Recruiters here.
Think about it for the time being. I'll get back to
Please
you.
awake now.
Give me a wake-up call.
1-2 is Bravo.
Let's get west. This one when we're setting up west.
Get security east. Imperial get security east.
We're over here.
East, copy.
You guys weren't supposed to go to 1-4.
Oh Lord. Did you
Alright, everyone get security.
What are you doing?
Grid ref 074
I fucking fell asleep. I asked him if he did the same.
northeast of Air Base Lands.
No, I was. I had to play it on my phone, so I didn't fall asleep.
Oh god, when the meme Kruger sent me, I was like, oh, that's so fucking right.
I'm gonna edit that. I'm done.
Dude, this is what I want to do. This is just what I wanted to do.
Alright, Bravo be advised. We get an enemy cop in grid rep 075039. It's to assault and take over is our objective.
075
075-039.
Affirm, that's what I heard.
1-3, is that getting
where's 1-2?
as well?
I'm coming.
No worries.
Hurry your ass up.
Yeah, stand by.
Oh my god, I'm here.
Coming up on the map, it's right to north a few clicks. Wait, one.
Platoon column north. Get eyes out somewhere on the MSR, probably.
So what's the plan, Bravo?
You want to...
Here, stand by. I'm getting eyes on what this fucking place is.
I'm bad at this.
So it's almost direct north of us,
Cool,
right?
I got it.
So we've got all these little roads
Alright,
and everything in between.
Alright, Bravo, so our objective is to take out an objective and enemy contacts at grid reference 075039. That is about 1.5 clicks to our 003.
1.7.
Let's see. We are currently at...
Marked it.
Yep, there you go. That's about right.
Oh, that's right, because it's 78 meters right there.
Get one of my sections on the northern and southern.
We're 074022. We're about 100 meters behind that.
No. That is about almost 2 clicks away. No, where we be here is 70 meters.
1-2 is Bravo.
We're
so
074022. We're 100 meters behind that.
Between my sections.
We're discussing now.
But
Alright,
if we just
So,
straight up
I put the objective marked down. Approximate objective.
Alright, hold security. 1-2's figuring out what we're going to do and planning with the other squads. Just hold, stand by.
and then we break down.
Those boxes? That's
What is that?
Alright, I'm updating our mark where we're at. Well, it's like 10 meters to my right.
Thank you. Please don't touch it. It's very sensitive.
Actually, hang on. The dot is actually right here. I found it.
You want to take us
The
out,
black
or you
dot?
want to,
I'm standing on it.
Yeah, I can take one if you want.
Okay.
I am standing on the black dot.
Behind you, and then
Hey, can we make a dot? Hold on.
We'll,
yeah, we can make a dot. This is the dot.
Circle. Make it a circle.
Yeah.
You guys know the ground side guys aren't supposed to use those, right?
What?
2 and 4.
The dot.
So that way I have an
No,
MD
the map. I marked a mark.
Too easy.
I use my map tools.
Yeah, how do you know where you are?
Tree association, you know, I use that tree plus that tree and intersect it.
Okay.
Are you sure you also didn't use that tree right there?
You know what? That would give me a better accuracy. Yeah, let me go ahead and shoot
I used that blade of grass right there.
Yeah. I figured.
Alright, there's a road over there.
Security, though.
Alright. We're going north.
Alright, Bravo, we're going to be moving in a platoon column. 1-3 is going to go through and take us out, then followed by elements of 1-1 and 1-4, and then we're basically going to be pulling up the rear. We're all going to be heading direct north.
Yay. Alright folks, we're going to be, 1-3 is going to be leading us up north. We're going to be in a platoon column, followed by 1-1 and 1-4. We're going to fill in behind.
We're probably going to be setting up danger crossings.
We will be setting up danger crossings and maneuvering with the other elements.
We had the assault element, right?
If we happen to see
So,
contacts
we're
along
in the
the
rear
way,
of
we're going to go
column,
through and
and
then
we're
found
going to
by
be doing a bunch of
trucks.
shit, guys.
We're going to be falling behind 1-3, 1-4, and 1-2 are going to be off to our left, and then
What Kruger said.
Just went through all stations west and Mike north to ORP 1 over.
So we could start walking. I mean, they're going to pass us then.
Use also your lasers on.
I don't have a
Alright, and
laser.
if we got contacts, then we're going to go through and start bounding through.
Yes, you do.
Is it really on? Oh, shit.
Herp derp.
I corrected.
Herp
Hey,
derp.
is this on?
Fuck you.
1-3 is 1.
Great. Now he's blind. Now he has to go see the fucking
It's only non-dominant.
battalion
It
doctors.
doesn't need laser surgery.
Cabela, yeah, we're up in front of the two friendlies. You see that?
It's free of charge.
Crossing.
I could use LASIK.
I could
That's funny
definitely
because he was talking about it earlier, so now I just provide it for him.
Shove my rifle up your ass, keys. Hey, are you goons holding security?
Yeah, affirmative.
Yep.
Alright. I was holding security until they decided to be in front of
We're
me.
going to go through and be roughly
How was
about
your first
50 to 100 between.
You.
We're covering your sides and front. You're covered.
We are a tactical blob and we will kill things.
Better than Mike just standing up out in the blue.
And sadly, we're going to be kind of jogging.
The big red X on them is
Alright,
a
stand by
target.
for movement.
We punch.
Alright, fall in
Alright,
behind the
fall in,
other
take it up.
elements. Moving 030.
Yeah,
On it.
030.
Why are we running? We
Because
don't
they
have
said
to
to
run.
run.
What?
Because its mistress is whipping us.
Oh, you guys wish I had a whip.
Don't threaten me. He's with a good time.
Why you fucking do cardio? You gotta get that exercise then.
I mean, Mike, you're the fattest one here. Alright, make sure we're utilizing a wedge formation.
Thank you.
I'm caught up to the tactical
Let's
blob.
go strong right. Bring it
Caught
to
up.
a walk.
Yeah.
Alright, go ahead and slow down a little bit here.
Are we in the front?
Hey, Sarge, I told you we should be walking.
Am I okay to slap my own guys here?
Yes.
Almost
Sarge, I keep telling you, you don't want to threaten us with a good time.
Oh? We'll enable them.
You will not like the responses you get.
You look like a great target for a mortar.
I've caught mortars before, shut up.
What, did the firing pin not make contact with the bottom of the mortar very well? And it just came out of the tube as like a limp and you just caught it? What?
No. It came out of the tube very well. It also traveled unknown specific amount. It was also a Havoc 4 mortar.
Oh yeah, that one.
I don't want to know then.
Yeah, I have PTSD from mortars.
Hey, at least it wasn't a hellfire to the back of your noggin.
Or 50
Alright
caliber.
guys, hey, let's lock it up. Otherwise, we're gonna have to separate you two.
Roger.
I mean, people have tried.
Just go ahead and jog across this opening.
But they are separated.
Alright, we got a danger crossing. Let's get across.
Copy that.
Those look pretty. Pretty fucking open.
Yep.
One, two, crossing now.
Left is clear.
The road to our right is clear.
I'm hearing audible on something out to the east or south.
Yeah, it's either a truck or a helicopter.
Alright, bring it to a walk once we're through.
They got the danger crossing set up on the road, right?
I don't see one.
1-4 is walking, so I'm going to a walk.
Yep, I said go to a walk. Yeah, we have something out to the south. Either ground asset or air asset, unknown.
Helo. That's definitely helo.
Got a helo coming in overhead. Get down.
Take cover. Yep, M817, unarmed. Alright.
Right over me. Right over me.
Here, take cover, we'll let it pass.
Did you guys call that an Mi-17? Is that what the fuck I just heard?
That's what it is. It's an Mi-17 helicopter.
What? You mean an Mi-8, right?
Whatever.
Alright, everyone form up. We're in a wedge, moving north. I'm right behind Mike and 1-2. Roger, get away from them and get over with us. I'm coming up behind you guys now.
Okay, so that means Kruger and Keys have been demoted and pushed back to OSUT Day 3.
Holding up the sprayer here.
No, I was just relaying what he said. He saw it first. Hey, short halt.
My initial call was a helicopter.
Well, you were correct on the helicopter. You're still going back to Day 3, though.
I mean, that's a determination need to be made by his squad leader.
Good thing I don't have one.
So it'll be super easy for you then.
Alright, pick it back up. Walking pace. What's the bearing that we're heading out on? Tree 40. Tree 40.
Get some nice wood there, Mike, or John Riley?
Oh yeah.
Adjust tree 10. And we're going at a walk. And you two up there, hold up. We'll get information. Looks like 1-4 stopped temporarily. Looks like they're moving again. Affirm. Alright, we're starting to fall behind. Everyone pick it up.
Eyes on the danger crossing.
I say we double time it at least till the danger crossing.
I double timed it just to get up to you guys, so.
We're basically here already. Don't need double time.
When we get to there, we'll double time it across the road.
1-2, are there any updates from the other squad?
Should we double time it across the road?
Negative.
Bravo.
Hey, firm, yeah, let's get across.
There's no updates, no...
Picking it up.
1-1, copy. Sorry, assault element's 1-1.
And I'm out of fucking breath.
Okay. Well, that's okay as well.
Last man.
Thanks, last man.
Going to a walk, catching my breath.
Go for 1-2.
Alright, shore halt, get security to the north.
I'm good at a walk if
1-2 copies.
stay at a walk for a while.
One's across.
1-2, this is 1-3, over.
Go for 1-2.
Yeah, everyone, shore halt, get security. We're going to pick it up behind everyone again once they get past us.
There's a little divot right here that we can hold in.
Okay, so we're at the back of the pack now.
Alright, so we're gonna just be following 1-1 now.
Play's good to go.
Alright, let's start moving.
Copy.
On here.
Alright, sounds like the order's changing. We're going to be in behind 1-1.
Copy. Walk for now until 1-4 is ahead of us.
Is 1-1 catching up to us behind us now?
They're in front of us.
Oh.
We're get 1-3 behind us.
See, guys, you hold the danger crossing, you get to be in the
Looks like friendly's that.
Discharge.
I think that was an ND.
Right.
That was an ND from Bravo.
I don't think that was from us. I think it was one.
That was a 240.
Yeah, it was definitely a 240.
It was an ND from 1-4.
Finding out it wasn't me.
Alright, wedge formation. We are traveling 0-3-0.
One of you guys.
030, copy.
Negative is an ND
I
from
saw
1-4.
friendlies going more along the right side of that slope.
Hey, Keys, where are you going?
030. We just,
oh,
fuck, got back down the road.
Alrighty, get online, do your thing.
You told me 300. 30.
Lady, be advised, 1-1 is to our northeast. Make sure PID.
These are green Russian assholes that shot at us.
We got further.
Yeah, farm, just be aware, they're to our north. Friendlies to our northeast.
We got further troops beyond the white smoke, about 200 meters. 333.
I'm pushing right. Get eyes out.
Alright, I'm going with Keys.
Copy, I'm staying up here on the slope.
Kruger 333. Got long distance.
Guy with you?
We're moving up here in the 1-4's position.
Roger.
I'm moving with Kruger.
Alright, team 2, we're set. You guys go ahead and move up.
Clay, I'm moving up more.
Copy, moving.
Be advised, we are past the white smoke now.
Hey, firm, get set and let us move.
Fuck. Hold here. We're set and covering.
Roger, team 1's moving. Be advised, 1-3 is maneuvering around our west side.
Copy. 1-3 west side.
We got 1-4 over here on our right or north.
I just ventilated them.
Team 2 set.
Yeah, we're pretty much online at this point.
Or, correction, team 1 set. Yeah, it looks like we're all online. Let's hold this. Audible on a vehicle.
Sounds like a BTR, north-northeast, or north-northwest.
I'm watching directly down the ASR right now. I'll let you know if it's anything.
Almost directly.
Yeah, sounds like 330.
160 from 1-1's position.
Sounds like just fired it. Yeah, they get hit.
Yeah, it was on the other road.
They did.
Yeah, they cooked.
Oh, I was looking right at it. Okay.
Eyes on dismounts bearing tree 1-5 on the road, if you can see it.
Nah, they all dead now.
You are here. Okay. On your right, on the road.
Yep.
Movement. I hear an engine.
Track vehicle behind us. Track vehicle behind us.
Yep, sounds like a BMP.
Get off the road. Get off the road. Get off the road.
It's on the road.
Get off the road. We got it coming from the south.
Troops. Bearing 110, 200 meters with APC.
Copy, 110.
Someone watch out, 100 meters. 1-4 is moving, maneuvering forward. Let's move on to their right side here.
Copy, moving with you.
Someone to get troops right in front of you, watch out.
Burger, don't run too
Anyone
far.
got eyes on that vehicle?
It's more to the right, down the road.
I think it's bearing 150.
It's dead.
Burger, I'm going to go to a walk. Go to a walk.
More troops bearing 095.
Dismounts, right there in front of you.
About 300 meters.
300 meters to that rock on the other side of the road.
Alright, is everyone effective in their positions?
Confirm.
Everyone check in.
Sugar's way.
Roger, good shit.
I need to just head out something to the southwest of us.
Yeah, do I hear another vehicle?
Get some stragglers to the 0110. Reference white smoke popped.
Hey, Bravo, get onto the south side of the road.
Copy, pushing.
Clay and
We are
Kruger on their
stand by
right
for
side.
movement. We're going to be pushing up and clearing this out.
Roger, ready.
You guys want to peel around us and then start the maneuver? We're good. We can cover you. Because right now we got enemy smoke on our line.
Alright, is everyone on the other side of this template?
Yep.
Alright, good shit. Alright, I'm with Keys. Let's start moving up. We got other elements covering us on our northeast side, so we don't need to bound.
Copy. Somebody with a 40 bearing 085. I got eyes on.
Alright, take him out.
Oh, I just shot him right in the face.
Good thing because he's dropping him right on us.
He's on that hill just across the road, 060. His body is, at least. He might have friends over there.
No eyes on movement.
Alright, get your breath if you need to, and then let's go ahead and start heading northeast here and clearing this out.
I'm off to your right side.
Copies.
Alright, catch your breath. We're going to push northeast to clear this out.
Copy. He's ready.
Clay's ready.
Give me about.
Alright.
He's putting a fresh belt in.
5 Sierra.
He's up.
Move northeast. Across the road.
Good. We're moving northeast.
Alright, guns up over these bumps.
Yeah, I got my confirmed kill.
Good shit.
He popped his head up too much and paid for it.
Kruger, let's go clear that BMP on the other side of it.
Yep, with you.
Keys, let's cover them. Let's get eyes up to the southeast.
Yeah, I'm covered.
Clear on the right. Clear on the left.
I'm catching my breath.
I'm gonna have to go to a walk here shortly.
Just go to a walk. Catch your breath.
Go to a walk.
Yep. We're down to a walk.
I'm holding. I'm ahead of you.
Alright, yep, good shit.
Should be able to walk with us up if you need to be tactical.
Looks like we cleared it out. Alright, folks,
going to be shifting direct north. Let's get back into wedge formation. We're going to meet up with the other elements.
Roger, heavy left or right?
Let's go heavy right.
Copy. On the right. I'll take the I'll take the left of the formation then.
Can't hear you.
I'm gonna be alright, thank you.
Where's 1-2?
They are just in front of us. We have friendlies to our west and our north, just so everyone's aware.
Yeah, we're the farthest east element, correct?
I believe we're in line with two of the other squads in front of us to the north.
Roger. I see friendly elements to the west, about 300 meters on the ridge.
I believe that's 1-1.
Copy. Got a road coming up.
Shots.
Yep.
They're far. About 500.
Yeah, I have eyes on friendlies in contact.
There's 1-3 in contact to the northwest.
Yeah, bearing 350, about 300 meters ahead of us.
Alright, let's maneuver on their right side, on their east side.
Copy, maneuvering right.
Bravo, we're
with you, Chief.
to their east side.
Copy. Going to a walk real quick.
Hey, firm, do what you need.
Sorry, I'm gonna need to go to a walk here shortly.
Yeah.
Going to a walk.
Okay, jogging.
Let us know when we're at where I'm at.
Chat that. We're almost on line with 1-3 based off the terrain.
Shift north.
About 640 meters to our north is the objective. Yeah, great.
Shift north 330.
Copy 330. Heavy caliber gun. I see white smoke 330 and concrete tower. Probably about 600. That's that compound.
Eyes on a compound for 330.
If you come to me, I got towers and concrete walls.
Got some def lab we can push up here.
I got a ditch approach on the right that we can use.
Got a BMP behind us. Fucking southeast.
From the northeast. Cross the valley, stand by.
Give me a range.
Range 350. 389.
Bearing.
Closing. 54,
Bearing
054. Reference road, on the road. 380. Laying it down, see this. You're clear, vehicle stationary, now moving. Fucking over.
No, that's all I got.
What about Riley? She is lost. Pushing left.
Not sure if Allah's going to be able to do anything against the BMP.
Long, if it's a side shot, it can't take it out.
Hey, take cover. Everyone back off. Get into defilade.
We're in defilade.
Southwest.
Don't move, Keys. We're in defilade here.
You can move southwest into defilade. Everyone check in.
Easy player pin.
We can move southwest. Let's move southwest. Don't pop smoke, don't pop.
Dismounts on that BMP. Take him out.
Gonna be taken.
Roger.
They got blocked. Got a ditch right here, 10 meters in front of us.
On you.
Across the road.
Get into that ditch. Let's do it.
We can follow this all the way to our fucking northwest here.
Roger, kids. Let's catch our breath on this edge to see if we can support anyway from here. If not,
Roger, I got friendly 340, 100 meters.
Roger that.
Referencing where our best approach is going to either be going northwest or direct northeast and then west.
Ah, shit. I fucking can't see shit right now.
We're roughly at grid 077035.
Got troops moving, friendly troops moving 285. We can go there on the other side of the road and go all the way around it.
We got a path to get across north?
Open.
All open. All open if we go north. We need to either go west or northeast.
If we punch, we need to get across to the north, so let's go to the
direct east. Towards the burning BTR. Yeah, burning BTR is the best approach.
Alright, let's do it,
Copy crossing, get definitely two. We can skirt this field and come around. So we're gonna have to skirt this field and then we'll be at AP1.
Play you with us?
Yep.
Oh, I got you.
Just set up on this little knoll right here, see if I can take out any of those heavy weapons.
Hey, firm.
I'm fucking gassed, I gotta take a breath.
I'm with Kruger.
All the other friendly elements are to our west right now.
Kruger, troops out in the open. Troops out in the open in the field directly to our fucking northwest, 310.
Copy, getting online.
Yeah, if you're effective, take them out. Moving to you.
BTR, bearing 305 on the far side of the slope. Yeah, it's just on the road.
305.
I can see its tires, the BTR.
Kruger, range for 400 on the walls of that compound.
I can't see shit on those walls from here. I'm shifting right. 4 got him.
BTR is catastrophic.
Tower in the corners disbanded. Be advised,
Alright,
shifting right.
Let's move north. We're going to start maneuvering on this objective.
Yeah, we got friendlies already maneuvering in a ditch line.
Eyes on.
We got a nice little hill to their right.
Alright, follow on behind him.
Kruger, wait up.
1-2, this is Bravo. Do we have other elements engaging that compound right now?
Hey Kruger, let's post up on that hill. We can quickly fire out. That's where I'm moving to.
Soren, where are you at?
Just in front of you. To your northwest.
Are you in front of Kruger?
Alright, guns up over this hill. I think we'll have eyes on the compound from here.
Agreed. Mortar.
Orders.
They're northwest of the compound.
This is 1-2, we got...
Roger.
Hey, we got definitely to the right as well.
Alright, get eyes. Let's see what we can see.
Trying to disable enemy weapon emplacements.
Alright, let's move up through this ditch on the west.
Yeah, Roger. I got a trench line out goes right to the wall.
Hey, firm, let's take it.
Roger, going up to the west. You guys with me? Be advised, disabling enemy weapon emplacements so they can't be used against the rest of the platoon.
40 Mike, yellow smoke prepped.
Okay, are you all moving with me?
We're in the ditch. Well, like we're actually maybe not a ditch, but it's 2 hills. But we're catching up momentarily. If you're closer to the road, we're to your left. No, we see you guys from our position. I got 1-2 right behind me. Orders right in front of us somewhere.
Alright, well 1-3 is taking
you good?
that spot now, so we're gonna shift.
Copy. Do we have breach in charge? We're about 30. Yeah, we got about 3 meters to the wall.
Move northwest.
Already there. I'm at the last point before we hit the wall. I have yellow smoke prepped for assault.
Save your yellow smoke.
Alright,
I got.
stand by. Hold there. I got the breach in charge.
Wind's out of the west or the south flag, so shoot left, and the smoke will go right.
Yep, it's very light though.
I can throw a hand one too. All right, we gotta go meet around. We got mortars.
1-2. Do we have eyes on 1-1?
Outgoing mortars from that enemy cop.
Clear to throw.
I need to catch my breath. Yeah, go ahead, throw.
I think we might be inside the minimum radius.
Yellow smoke's prepped. It's going now.
Grenades are prepped.
1-1 is going to be on the western side. 1-1 is on the western side.
Copy, heard you.
Are they breaching? Wrong net.
Are they breaching? Over.
I'm covering high left. I'm covering high left.
Hey, over here on the northeast side.
Get it set up. Get it set up.
I'm covering the high points.
For your cover. Copies. We're on the wall.
Mortars are going out.
Alright. Placing a breaching charge.
Frag over the wall. Frag is over.
Alright, my guys are getting it. As well.
Frag out.
Set.
Let me know when you're ready to pop it.
Go back.
Alright. Gonna fire in the hole now. Fire in the hole.
Fire in the hole. Flash out.
Pop it.
Offer.
Failed breach. Nope, good breach.
Hey, by the door. Slow it down.
Watch your left.
Cover the door.
Grenade!
Keys it down.
I need somebody over here. We got a house and somebody just came around the corner.
Behind this door.
Flash out!
Fuck! Doc, I laid on that grenade and you help.
Don't go! He's right there, on your right.
Look out, Kruger!
You gotta bandage yourself up pretty hard.
That's fine.
Flash out!
Hey, I see guy's helmet right above you. I got that, Kruger, you take that, I'll take this with Riley.
Kruger, don't stand there. The door's been open.
Oh, fuck, bad flash.
Bad flash.
Frag out.
Alright, go. Hey, come around this corner.
Fuck.
I'm high above you.
Vehicle north. Sounds like armor.
1-2 copies. We got a good breach on our side.
That's a BMP.
Alright,
We got way left.
1-1.
Want me to go left or right? Left. I'm going left then.
Smoke clear. Let the smoke clear. We don't want to walk into fucking...
Left, I got hostiles left.
Right.
I see a guy's helmet in the building to your right.
I see him too. I see him going to the door. Cover.
Okay, I'm gonna put an HE in there.
Send it.
Alright, hey.
I was gonna put it in the one behind you with the door open, but...
Greg, you'll have this command building right here.
1-1, this is 1-2. Be advised, we're clearing out the southeastern side.
One down, one out.
Alright,
Hold on, there's some...
I'm moving on the bunker.
Riley, you got a flash ready?
Moving.
Flash that.
It's the second floor.
Copy, flash out. Flash it! Flash it! Flash that, Soren. Flash it. Soren, flash it. Clear. Fine. That corner's clear, Soren. Are we going to clear out that HQ building? Copy. Blaze green. Sergeant Riley, you had somebody on your left right there. I just took one out. I hear a Maskaz. I heard a Maskaz. Where are you guys at? Copy, command building.
Heavy machine gun to the west.
Hey, is everything secure? Should we secure the area first?
Yeah, I'm holding up high on the command building.
Roger.
Soren, I got the mortar pit right here for you to drop.
Who's our CLS?
Clay is.
Alright, Clay, go help Mike.
Copy.
That building you guys are approaching in the middle.
Mike, where do you need me?
Riley, tell Riley's that building.
To my southwest?
Yeah, the one in front of 1-2. I got the door covered.
I think there's only one person. Mike's got him covered.
Be advised, I can barely hear shit. I'm pretty deafened.
Yeah,
Same.
I think we all are.
Kruger got him.
1-2, Mike, copy, Soren. 1-2, this is Mike.
5762 AP.
Northeast structure.
Alright, do we have everyone up?
Franklin, if you're,
Yeah, my ears hurt like a son of a bitch.
Same, I have tinnitus at the moment. Alright, can I get one with me?
Where are you at? Are you downstairs? Yeah, come to you.
North, southwest side of the HQ building. The other
On you.
hold up in the tower.
That contact came southwest. That structure.
This is 1-2, Mike. Hold with 1-2, 3.
We're moving southwest.
We're moving on now.
You want to drop a fucking...
Frag out. I think I fragged him.
I don't know. I didn't throw it.
That building to your left, coming up. Go left, there's hospitals.
We don't have a left turn there.
Whoever... Soren, it's behind you guys. Yeah, behind you is hospital.
Hey, there's contacts in this building?
Kruger provides
No,
cover.
friendly. Friendlies are on that.
It's the central. Come back here. Come down the center.
Back here in this main compound in the middle.
Roger.
Yes, at this time, although we're all kind of deaf at the moment.
Yeah, Roger.
Jeez, I'm up on top of the building.
Yep.
Yeah. Watch where I'm pointing. That's hot area. Yeah, I'm seeing enemies that are still low. One by the other command. I can't throw frags from there's no way.
Alright, you open it, I'll frag it. There, I'm gonna go pick up a third buddy here.
To the northwest.
Medicine, you good? I lost you.
Frag out. Oh, you're off.
Some type of vehicle to the northwest.
Find it out.
Yep, copy. I heard it. Sounds like a big.
Moving up. Got two two open doors here, multiple buildings. You got a frag? Anybody got a frag in there?
Big gun just fired at me. Be advised, enemies outside the walls to the northwest.
Can somebody get a frag in there? Thank you.
Roger, is anyone able to cover that?
Fuck, I'm flash. Can't see, can't see.
Alright, hey, I'm covering a...
Clear.
Yeah, confirmed enemy MBT bearing.
Guys are reporting we have a MBT.
Hey, get a flash. You're fragging there.
I guess not. Okay.
One more. One more.
I'm going to grab another RPG.
Flash it or frag.
Check in.
I'm out.
Kruger got knocked down.
Need a flash or frag. Over the top!
Bravo, Mike, this is Bravo.
That frag. I went low. Soren, you got a frag or a flash?
It's a fucking T-14.
Do it in there. Moving in. Go. Clear. Arcing it.
Mark.
We did it at the
On
same
you,
time.
1-2.
I'm going left.
Roger that. Crossing.
Yep, go ahead. Go.
I'm gonna flash this and pie it. Flash out.
There's one on the stairs. One on your immediate right. Fucking Christ.
Alright, moving up.
One more! I got Soren down, step up.
Copy that 1-2, just pass up to 1-6.
Copy.
I need 1-2 in here with me, and I'm holding security on Soren.
Back up.
Hey, I got a mortar system. I could try to put mortars on to the tank.
Bravo's back up.
Alright, sorry, we're gonna work on you.
Hey, someone get on with 1-2. I can put mortars on that.
Top is
enemy
clear, top is
vehicle.
clear, top
It's
is
not
clear.
protected from the air.
Say again, southwest.
Hey folks, stand by for movement. We're going to be breaking contact.
Let me work on you.
We got friendlies stuck right there next to that T-14.
They're what?
We got friendlies outside the wire to the fucking northwest, in front of that armor.
Are they able to get away? Are they engaging it?
I don't know.
Alright folks, break down, move to the southwest wall. Get to the southwest. Time now. Clay, we're holding for our buddy teams.
Copy on you.
1-2, we have a team at the southwest wall. We're holding for the other team, and then we'll be heading out.
Soren, I went to a bunker that's to your left.
You said south wall.
Roger, moving to you. Southwest wall.
Copy. Be advised, that is right towards that fucking armor. No, the armor's
negative. That's to the northeast.
Yes, we're moving
Yeah, it
now.
sounds like it's to the northwest.
Alright, hey firm, get southeast. Just get south. Move now.
Let's go.
Copy, I'm moving through the compound.
Yo, that bit's really worrying me.
Yeah, over here. Let's go. Okay, hop out. Let's get across.
Copy, moving out.
Everyone, we're moving south.
Enemy armor is moving to the northeast.
Roger that.
Officer, be cognizant of movement.
Need smoke out to the northeast side if we can.
Smoke out.
We gotta
move to the farmhouse. Move behind the farmhouse to our south.
Letting yellow smoke out.
Be advised, both myself and Keys are carrying enemy anti-armor at this time. If 214 needs them, let us know.
Say again.
Me and Keys Keys are both carrying 2 times enemy RPG.
Get in the tree line.
If 1-4 needs them, let them know.
Alright, is everyone in the tree line?
Just about.
1-2 is in the tree line, but we're still moving.
1-2, this is Bravo. We are in the tree line.
Chat not.
1-2, this is Bravo. We're in the tree line.
I don't know.
80 Alpha or something. Troops bearing 340. Along with, looks like an 80 Alpha.
There's a last man.
Troops are moving right to left. Oh, they hit it. Gun is down on the 80 Alpha. That's good. Now the fucking T-14 needs to go away.
Those troops, there's a squad's worth 322 out in the open.
Yeah, I got no shot.
Don't shoot, you got friendlies directly that way too.
Contacts,
700
meters, big break.
Tree 26, heading west.
Alright.
Soren, you're bleeding.
326 heading west.
Let's keep moving south.
I got Soren.
Roger. Alright, folks, if you didn't hear, we're moving south. Pick up, let's move.
Soren, don't move.
Yeah, awesome, Mike. We have friendlies to our west, southwest, so. Yeah, we got also ones to our west as well, moving.
Roger.
1-2, can we get
hey, guide left of this hill, there's 240 up on it.
We're the ones that were closer to the cop than anyone else, so we need to catch up to them.
Roger that. I don't think that's correct. I see friendly. Disregard, wrong net.
1-2, I see friendlies out to our northwest. Are you sure that's true?
Hey, friendly may have just passed them.
All Mike says is one Mike. Give me an ace report for naval.
Soren, when you
Alright,
get
let's
stopped,
get up
you're
onto
gonna
this hill across the road and get security.
Soren, you need to bandage up when you get stopped next.
Roger.
Copy, moving. What the hell was that?
Alright, when you get here, give me an ace report.
Keys yellow on 556 linked, and black on those throwables. And 2 types of smoke.
Roger.
Give me a repack and I'll let you know.
Yeah, I need to repack. I got halves all over the place.
I have a partial belt, but for the most part I got like flowers.
Stand by for movement.
Shooters, shoot northeast.
4-0. Gonna be heading about 700 meters.
We
Move
got
now.
any troops. 4-0.
Roger, leave them.
Bravo copies all moving.
I'm gonna say I'm yellow bordering on red on 556. Throwables, zip, black.
I got some enemy grenades if you want one. I got 2 smokes, 1 flash, 3 enemy RGNs.
Sorry, I meant lethal. Lethal.
I am almost red on throwables. I am about orange, yellow to orange on 762.
Roger that.
Sorry, let me make a correction on that. On throwables, I have multiple smokes. Lethals, I'm black.
I gotta lose some bands just when I get a chance.
Alright,
Down the tank.
get security here.
Gotta be set.
Bravo copies.
I need to pack.
Hey, Keys, you got the AR out, right? I'm getting a trench up for you.
I copy. We gotta wait till it's set. I got friendlies in my line. Keys, I got 2 belts for you in my backpack. I'm not needing them just yet. So I got 6 belts, blood loaded.
Keys, if you can come give them to me, you can take 2 off of mine, and I'll relink them for you.
Hey, let's get security southeast, southwest.
I
Get security southwest. I don't have any partial guys. I have 6 full belts still.
Copy.
Roger.
Yeah, I am red on 556. Huh? Oh yeah. Definitely.
I hear a possible audible to the west. I'm not sure.
Sounds like a possible BMP.
Alright, so I'm not the only one hearing it?
This is one we're set at this time.
Yeah, affirm. There's an audible to our west. I don't think anyone's got eyes on it.
Bravo copies.
We got 1-3 to our east, and that looks like 1-1 crossing in front of us now.
Yeah, heavy gun to the northeast.
To our northwest.
The 240 going out. You got 1-4 on that hillside right over there.
Alright, BMP sounds more north now.
Yeah, affirm. 1-3's over to our southeast, just so everyone knows.
Bravo copies.
Jesus,
It looks like we got 1-4 pulling back.
What?
You just a fucking bullet magnet or something? What the?
Hey, BMP coming down the road.
Copy, ready.
Hey, clear the back blast.
Yeah, same.
Yep, back blast is clear.
1-2, we've got enemy AT to use on this.
1-4, this is 1-2. We got enemy AT that we can use on it.
We got a range for you guys.
Don't shoot at it.
Who said that?
Clay does.
Is it B?
Weapons back here. If you shoot the T-15, its anti-weapon system is going to eat the round. Or T-14, my bad.
Who's got enemy AT for me?
Are they T-14?
Got them right here.
Yeah, we got all these. You want them?
No, you fuck keep. I don't like those.
You don't like these?
They're like fuck
They're
those
cute.
things.
To be honest, at this point, we should
They're dainty.
contact out.
So it's 111 yards to the fucking crossroads.
Bravo, next
Copy. For that crossroads?
Yeah.
Alright, how far is it to that big rock right before the road?
Index.
Index,
159.
index, condition 4.
We're going to be heading south to Green Smoke for debrief.
Head south for the green smoke.
Condition 4?
Condition forward.
Condition 4.
Make sure to drop that enemy AT.
Oh yeah, roger.
Yep.
That's his fuck boy.
Yeah, well, I got more ammo than you, fuck boy.
And hair versus the tortoise right here.
No handcuffs. They have fights to you, fuck boy.
I got eyes on green smoke. Bearing is 205.
Roger that.
Yeah, it's 8 like 4 rounds at least.
It ate a lot more than that. That Arcal APS is busted.
Yeah, I'd have like a trophy system or something.
The turtle wins the race.
Oh, you can have your tube back. I don't want it.
Oh, thanks,
Slow
man.
and steady wins the race.
Take it to you, Perky.
Tortoise versus the hare.
Blinkies.
Fuck you.
So long, gay boys. We're about 14 minutes from the 3-hour mark, folks.
226 bruises. Congratulations, Kruger.
One's here.
Thank you.
Alright, can you guys all hear me?
Abram.
Cool. So in true fashion, I completely underestimated how long it takes for me to fucking give you my speech. So we're not going to do the second objective, because I'd rather just let you guys go. And this debrief is more important. So from what I saw, really good job. From everything I heard on PlatoonNet, really good job fucking coordinating. I heard some nice calls from you guys, from different squad leaders on what maneuvers to do. Especially 1-2. Initially, when you guys got to the tree line just south of the objective, there was a lot of contact coming from the machine guns up on the walls and shit. And it was nice calls for 1-2 to bound up on the east flank and get up to the AP and move in from there. Also, you guys, nice use of fucking terrain, approaching the walls. You guys found a nice route. That was good. Well, I heard a lot of calls to peel. I heard 1-3 call a break contact just for their squad to basically push south a little bit and then peel to the east flank of the platoon and come in from there. So that was great. And then the breach was successful on the wall. I heard somebody call a bad breach. What was that about? Because the one I saw worked.
That was me, LT. So we put up, we had 2 different breaches. So Sergeant Mikowski put one up. It detonated just fine, but it didn't give us any kind of opening. We were going to have to climb over those H barriers in order to actually get in there. And then, let's see, Specialist Madsen put up the other one, and it just did not create the opening that it should have. So we ran around to 1-2's opening.
Wait, so you tried to blow in through H barriers? Is that what you're saying, or what was?
Negative. No. So we got up to the concrete wall, right? So the first one went off. It created a hole, but it didn't actually open us up to anything. We had a green one of those green buildings and some H barriers that were right in front of it. So we would have had to have gone through that and then climbed over to actually get in there. So.
Right. Yeah. Okay. I see what you're saying. Okay. So
yeah.
Well, yeah. In that case, good call, not climbing over that H barrier. Or I'm assuming that what you did.
Right.
And LT.
Yeah, send it.
In regards to the bad breach from 1-2, it originally appeared as if it was not going to be a good breach. It took about 20 seconds to go through and actually clear the way.
20 seconds? Okay, that's excessive.
Yeah,
but it did eventually go down?
It did eventually, yes, sir, but it did take a bit of time.
Okay. Yeah, sometimes that happens. I haven't seen 20 seconds before, but...
I could be completely overestimating it, but which is known to happen, but that's what happened with us, LT.
Roger, yeah. Yeah, I recommend, like, once you set your breaching charge off, just give it at least 5 seconds. If nothing's happening after 5 seconds, fucking go do something else. It's probably not coming down. Sometimes it's breaking immersion here. If the Ares is paying attention to you guys and he catches wind of you guys about to breach a wall, he will probably try to, like, he will fucking, what do you call it? He'll keep an eye on it, and if the breach doesn't work, he'll just delete the walls. Actually, just give it like 5 seconds. If it's not gone by then just move somewhere else. What else? I don't really have anything else. Good AT shots. Nice maneuver on one of the, I forget what the fuck the vehicle was coming in from the road from the southeast. And somebody was fucking in a ditch right in front of it, and I didn't fucking see you guys, so you guys fucking just popped me basically from like 2 meters away or something, but that was good. Regarding the other fucking T-15, I didn't see all the AT hits on it. If I had seen, I would have just ended it. But otherwise, it was just kind of maneuvering around, trying to find angles on you guys. Good call on the brake contact. When the brake contact happened, I noticed you guys' comms were much more sort of rapid, and the actual like movement out of the compound was good. And then so you guys didn't catch the fucking, or the fucking QRF didn't catch you rather, and then you guys. The only thing I'm going to mention is once you guys got to out of the compound into the tree line, there was a little bit of like you guys sitting there. I don't know what you guys were waiting on, but really the maneuvers should have continued from there for another at least 200 meters until you're sure you've actually broken contact and you're not being chased and nobody's firing at you, and then continue on your merry way from there. You guys have, well, stand up if you have fucking incendiary grenades left. So that's 3 people, 4 people. Is that 5 people? There are, let me see. Yeah, there are several of these machine guns that are still fucking in working order. There's one that's been burned that I see. Let me see. 2. Alright, 2's been burned. There's at least 3 active, so I'm not gonna tell you guys to fucking like discontinue your CQB and like divert away from uncleared buildings just to run up fucking towers and burn cords and shit like that. That's not what I'm telling you to do, but like the squad leader is usually in a position to do that shit, so if you guys can well, if the squad leader actually happens to carry incendiaries, then like send that up. Otherwise, just make sure you remember where those things are, and then once it's clear, go back through and destroy those things. I know you guys broke contact, you didn't have that opportunity, so I'm not like here to yell at you guys about it. Just wanted to remind you. But really, that's really all I had. Like the main training objective, as far as comms, you guys coordinating, using your initiative and shit like that, I think we met that training objective. You guys did pretty well. So that's everything I have. 1-1.
Thank you, LT. Just good job, everybody. Like that's really all I gotta say. Just good, out fucking standing.
All right, thank you, Sergeant. 1-2.
Thank you, LT. I've got nothing for the platoon. Thank you.
Wins 1-3.
Thank you, LT. The only thing I will have is just going back to what you said at the beginning about being cognizant of where the enemy contact is relative to the squads, relative to the maneuvering squads, etc. If you are the one maneuvering, make sure you're not in line or you're not between the supporting squad and the enemy that's engaging you. Like if we're breaking contact, stay in a lane, or at least know where the supporting squads are, so you're not walking in front of them. That's all I have. Thank you.
Roger, thank you, sir. There's nothing wrong. Like you don't have to, like when you break in contact, if your bound is to the rear, basically, you want to go straight back. You don't have to go straight back. You can do a sort of a half circle if you catch my drift. Like whatever you need to do to allow your supporting element to actually fucking shoot past you, or put fire on the enemy. So just try to keep that shit in mind. But thank you, sir. 1-4.
Thank you, sir. Nothing from 1-4.
Roger. How many heat rounds did you start with?
10. 4 on each of the gunners and 2 on me.
Roger. You're black now?
Affirm. The T-15's trophy system, or whatever it's called, 8, 2 or 3 heat.
Okay. All right. Well, I'm glad I know that now. Good job on those AT shots. There were some really nice keyhole shots early on those first couple of vicks through the trees. But yeah, good job. And good job maneuvering on the vehicles, at least. That's well. That's what I meant to say. But that's really all I had. Actually, sorry, Malotki, did we have any medical issues or incidents?
Thank you, LT. We did have one mass cause on one of the, I guess, command buildings near the breach point. But it was quickly resolved. I did notice that there were some comms issues at that point in time, as well as breaking immersion, some really, really low frame rates. So it made it a little bit more difficult, but we were able to manage it.
Roger, thank you, sir. So I heard the comms jamming called up. I don't have any comms jamming. I don't have the ability to put down any comms jamming, so I don't know where that came from. If one of those vehicles I used has that kind of fucking thing, then I guess have a happy accident, but it didn't seem to slow you guys fucking down. Specialist Campbell, you had a comment?
Yes, thank you, LT. I believe the comm issues really were a major case of tinnitus for most of the platoon.
Those machine guns?
Right. Specialist now?
I think, Lieutenant, my comment was along the same vein as that there was just a ton of, it sounded like it was multiple machine guns just on full cycle. It felt like a minute and a half or longer. Just killed my frames and my ears. I also had a question. It seemed that I was hit in my head and bleeding right after I had been downed, and then when I got up, I had no entries on my body, so I was just curious to see if I had been healed or what happened there. Thanks, Lieutenant.
It might have been me at one point. Somebody made a call for a blood or whatever, and there was no medics, and I just I healed a couple guys. It might have been one of you there.
Copy that. Thanks, Lieutenant.
Let's see, who else do we have? Sergeant Archer.
Thank you, LT. I do have an idea of what caused that issue tonight, but I'll save it and, just because of time.
All right, Roger. Lieutenant Clay.
Thank you, Lieutenant. I think I also might have saw something when you put down the T-14. Something got triggered that said hard kill mode, and then everything just started going to ape shit with the guys firing and frame rates just absolutely plummeting.
Yeah, I saw that text, and I don't know what the fuck is up with that, but I'll just not use that fucking vehicle anymore.
Thank you.
All right, if that's it, I really do want to let you guys, we have 1 minute, so you guys are fucking dismissed. Outstanding job, and I will see you guys for the next thing we do. And yeah, thank you for coming. Thanks to all the fill-ins, you guys are fucking amazing. And you guys are dismissed.